Hey there, Cece Summerfield here, your San Diego real estate guide. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I share what it's like to live in San Diego, the neighborhoods, the lifestyle, and the real estate changes that you should know about if you're planning to move here. Today, I've got a big update. As of August 22nd, 2025, San Diego officially adopted California's AB 1033 law, which means something brand new for homeowners and buyers here. You can now sell ADUs separately from the main home. Yep, you heard that right. Those little backyard homes, also called accessory dwelling units or granny flats, can now be split off and sold as their own property. It's basically condoizing your single family residential lot. This is a big shift for San Diego, and it has a lot of people talking. Some are excited about the opportunity financially it'll bring. I mean, there is potential to pay off a good chunk of your mortgage or make upgrades to your home, while others are worried about how it could change the look and feel of their neighborhood, which is completely understandable. It's kind of like that view you thought you'd have forever because you never thought your neighbor would build a second story. You don't always get a say in what your neighbor's plans are. So let's dig into the pros and cons of this new rule and why, if you're relocating to San Diego, you really need to know about this before you buy. We'll start with the pros. And number one is more housing options. San Diego has been in a housing crunch for years. Prices are high, inventory is tight. By allowing ADUs to be sold separately, the city is creating new entry points into the market. Instead of needing $1 million plus for a full single family home, you might see smaller detached units selling at lower prices. That could make it easier for first-time homebuyers to actually buy here and without that steep HOA fee that comes with condos or townhomes. The second pro is flexibility for homeowners. If you already own in San Diego, you could build an ADU, split it off, and sell it, which gives homeowners another financial option beyond just renting it out. It also means you might be able to help a family member buy in by selling them that smaller unit. And lastly, it's a step towards affordability. Let's be real, affordable in San Diego has always been relative, but smaller units usually mean smaller price tags. And that could help more buyers get their foot in the door, which is something a lot of people would really appreciate right now. Now, the other side of the story. The number one negative is neighborhood density and privacy. Every backyard unit can now become its own separate home. That drastically changes the feel of single-family neighborhoods. Parking will be tougher on the street, there will be more people, and less of that friendly neighborly vibe that a lot of buyers are looking for. Number two is a big one. Market uncertainty. We really don't know how this is going to play out. Will homes with ADUs become more valuable because of the flexibility, or will buyers avoid areas where every lot has been split? It's really too early to tell, but it's something to watch. And number three, the red tape. Selling an ADU separately isn't as simple as just putting a up for sale sign. You actually have to create a condo-style ownership setup with things like CC&Rs and agreements about shared property. Not only that, if you have a mortgage on the property, your lender's going to have to agree to this as well. So all in all, this means lawyers, paperwork, and costs. So while it's possible, it's not necessarily easy. And on a side note, depending on whether you agree with this new law or not, this last point could be a positive one for you. It would certainly slow down the progression of ADUs being sold separately. Now, if you're relocating to San Diego, this law especially is important to you. As I mentioned about views above, imagine you buy into what looks like a quiet single-family neighborhood, and a year or two later, your neighbor decides to build a unit in the backyard and sell it off. Suddenly, there's a brand new owner living in what used to be part of your neighbor's backyard and just over the fence from your own. That can really change the parking situation on the street, the sense of space, and even the resale value of your home. Now, on the flip side, if you're someone who's been priced out of the market, this could be your way in. You might find smaller detached units for sale that let you live in a great neighborhood without paying for the full price of a larger home. One more important thing to know is this new ADU law only applies inside San Diego city limits. So if you're looking at suburbs like Chula Vista, Poway, San Marcos, Carlsbad, or other nearby cities, those places haven't adopted AB 1033 yet. ADUs are still allowed to be built in most of the cases, but only as rentals. That means if you want to avoid the possibility of backyard units being sold off next door, the suburbs might be a better fit. They'll keep that more traditional single-family feel with fewer surprises when it comes to how your neighborhood evolves. So, depending on what you're looking for, a city vibe with new housing options or a quieter suburban lifestyle, you've got choices here in San Diego County. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Should ADUs be sold as their own homes? Do you see it as a positive step toward solving our housing crisis? Or do you worry about how it could make neighborhoods too crowded? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from your perspective. And if you're planning to move to San Diego, make sure to check out the other neighborhood tours on my channel. That way you can get a feel for which parts of the city or the suburbs might be the right fit for you. And if you need help choosing, check out my San Diego relocation guide that I've linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video when I talk on another topic about living in America's finest city, San Diego.